The Galaxy S25 Edge has been stirring up a lot of discussion among tech enthusiasts. Even though Samsung gave us a quick glimpse of it at Unpacked and MWC 2025, the company has mostly stayed quiet about the phone's full capabilities. This has left many people wondering whether they should be excited about this new addition to the Galaxy lineup, or if it's just another premium smartphone that won't offer anything groundbreaking. What we do know so far is that it will be slimmer than the rest of the S25 series, but the exact dimensions and finer details are still a mystery. Leaks suggest that the Galaxy S25 Edge isn't going to introduce any major hardware changes. Instead, its focus seems to be on an ultra-thin profile, premium materials, and high-end build quality. There are even reports that it might feature a ceramic back, which would add a touch of luxury. While this makes it an appealing choice for those who love stylish and premium-looking devices, it raises the question, is that enough to make it stand out in an already competitive market? But what if Samsung had chosen to do something entirely different? What if the company decided to introduce a brand new mobile operating system with the Galaxy S25 Edge? That could have been a game changer. Instead of just being another beautifully designed phone with top-tier materials, this device could have marked the start of something much bigger, a move away from relying on Google's Android. For years, there has been speculation about whether Samsung would develop its own mobile OS instead of depending entirely on Android. Some enthusiasts have even imagined a new platform, perhaps something like Edge OS, that could have given Samsung more control over its software ecosystem. The idea of an exclusive OS on a limited edition device like the S25 Edge could have been a fascinating experiment. Of course, making an operating system from scratch is no small feat, and Samsung has tried before with Tizen, which didn't gain much traction in the smartphone space. However, with the S25 Edge already positioned as a unique device, this could have been the perfect opportunity to try something bold. The timing would have been especially interesting, given the growing scrutiny around Google's business practices. There have even been discussions about the possibility of the US Department of Justice forcing Google to sell Android due to concerns about fair competition. If something like that were to happen, it could shake up the entire smartphone industry. By launching its own operating system, Samsung would have had the chance to take a big step toward independence, reducing its reliance on Android and setting the stage for future innovation. Had Samsung made this move, the Galaxy S25 Edge would have been more than just another premium smartphone. Instead of relying on software features like Galaxy AI and other marketing strategies, the company could have introduced a fresh, exclusive experience that set it apart from the competition. This would have generated massive interest in the tech community, shifting the focus from just design and materials to something much more significant. Of course, all of this is just speculation. The chances of Samsung making such a dramatic shift right now are very low. But thinking about the possibility of the S25 Edge debuting a brand new OS is an exciting idea. It would have given the device a completely different identity, making it more than just a stylish flagship. It could have been a turning point for Samsung's mobile division. What do you think? Should Samsung eventually develop its own mobile OS, or is sticking with Android the smarter choice? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech news.
Some Pixel users are running into an unusual screen flickering issue after the latest update. But is there a simple fix that could solve the problem? Google recently rolled out the March Pixel feature drop, bringing new AI-powered scam protection and fixing previous bugs. However, instead of being a flawless update, it seems to have introduced a new issue that's frustrating many users. Reports on Reddit suggest that after installing the update, some Pixel owners noticed their screens flickering while watching videos. One Pixel 8 Pro user described how their screen would randomly brighten and darken every few minutes when streaming on Netflix. They found it distracting, and other users quickly jumped in with similar complaints. Interestingly, this happens even when adaptive brightness is turned off, so that isn't the cause. The problem isn't limited to just one app. Users have reported experiencing screen flickering while using YouTube, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and other streaming services. Since this happens across multiple platforms, it's unlikely that the issue is caused by a single app. Instead, it appears to be a system-wide problem triggered when playing videos. Even more concerning is that this isn't just affecting one particular Pixel model. Users with devices from the Pixel 6 series all the way up to the latest Pixel 9 series have reported the same issue. That means the bug isn't limited to just newer phones. It's affecting multiple generations of Pixel devices. One user did manage to find a workaround, but it comes with a major trade-off. By turning off the smooth display setting, they we're able to completely stop the flickering. However, this also disables the 120Hz refresh rate, which makes scrolling and animations feel much smoother. Instead, the display drops to 60Hz, which may feel less responsive, especially for users who are used to high refresh rate screens. For those who have experienced the smoothness of 120Hz, going back to 60Hz might not be an ideal solution. Right now, Pixel users dealing with this issue have to choose between putting up with the flickering or sacrificing a smoother experience. Until Google releases a fix, there's no perfect solution. Unfortunately, the flickering isn't the only issue being reported after the update. Some users have noticed that their phone's wallpaper has suddenly become much darker, even when the brightness is set to 100%. The app icons and other parts of the screen still look normal, but the background appears dim. One Pixel 9 Pro XL owner shared their experience online, and others quickly responded, saying they had noticed the same thing. It's clear that something in the March update has caused unexpected display problems, leaving Pixel users frustrated and hoping for a quick fix from Google. While software updates are supposed to improve user experience, they sometimes introduce new bugs, and this seems to be one of those cases. For now, if you're experiencing screen flickering while watching videos, turning off smooth display might be a temporary fix. But if you don't want to give up the benefits of a high refresh rate screen, the best option is to wait for Google to roll out an official update to address the issue. Have you noticed any display problems after installing the March update? Share your experience in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech updates.
Samsung has long offered lock screen widgets, but they've been limited to its own apps. This is because they are not a built-in Android feature, but rather a part of Samsung's One UI. However, that could change soon with One UI 8.0, as Google is working on adding lock screen widget support in Android 16. If this happens, Galaxy users may soon have the option to add widgets from third-party apps directly to their lock screens. Google recently announced that Android 16 QPR1 will introduce lock screen widgets for Pixel phones. More importantly, this feature will be integrated into the Android open source project AOSP by mid-2025. Since it will become a standard Android feature, Samsung is expected to adopt it into One UI 8.0, allowing Galaxy users to experience a more customizable lock screen. At present, Samsung provides widgets for features like the clock, weather, calendar, and digital well-being. But with third-party widget support, users will have many more options. Imagine being able to add a Google Home widget to control smart devices without unlocking the phone or placing a music player widget for quick playback controls. Other possibilities include widgets for fitness apps, task managers, and even messaging previews, making the lock screen much more functional. Although Google has explored lock screen widgets before, this will be the first time they are included as a core Android feature. The Pixel tablet already supports lock screen widgets, but that was a Google-specific customization. Now that they are set to become a native Android function, Samsung will likely bring them to its devices through One UI 8.0. Another key development is that Android 16 might launch earlier than usual. Google typically releases